Hello, fellow lights and light travelers. Thank you for joining me again. Whenever it is that this is reaching you, nighttime, daytime, evening, afternoon, I'm just very grateful to have you here with me. I felt called to pull a message of hope for the collective. So within this world, maybe within your lives, right? Sometimes we all just need a little something to light our way, right? And that's part of my goal with this channel, is to help you to reconnect with your own light, with your own divinity, to hear messages. You know, for me, I'm just bringing this through from spirit guides, from your higher self, from wherever the channel's coming to you, to connect to you, so that you realize that this is out there for you, right? This is your journey. I'm on my journey, you're on your journey. And we all are connected here, but it is all light, it is love. And sometimes we just need a little sparkle of, light and joy and remembrance in our lives. So, enough rambling. With that being said, today's message is going to be Hope's Guiding Light. Let's begin to shuffle. Hope's Guiding Light, a message of hope from your future self. A healing that your future self wants you to embrace. And the happiness that your future self sees unfolding for you. So with the first card, we pulled the Two of Pentacles, okay? Again, this is a message of hope from your future self. So the Two of Pentacles is about balancing productivity, priorities, and of course, stability, okay? So this is something that is coming through from your future self. Of those keywords that often are associated with this, the one that's jumping out at me is balance. So let's see. First thing I'm immediately drawn to are the dresses, the yellow and the blue. For some reason, this feels like a fiery flame. Oh yeah, I see it. So this is fire and water. This is yin and yang, right? That's that balance piece that's coming in. These are two things that normally you would think can't coexist together, right? You've got fire, you've got water. It's hilarious that, today I decided to pull in my fountain. Normally when I do readings, sometimes I don't put it on because it's a little noisy, but you've got the fire and the water balance that's even coming through with how I've set up. This is passion. This is your light burning. And this is not out of control. This is a steady, glowing, consistent, strong, steady is just the word that keeps coming into my mind, version of yourself. This is, no one can put out my fire. And what I'm feeling with the water, from what I'm getting with this dress, is flow, tranquility, right? So here you've got that passion and that fire. Here you've got the balance of the tranquility, of the flow, of the allowance, of, I don't know, I'm picturing you flowing in this, right? I'm thinking of balance, I'm thinking of chakras, I'm thinking of flow, I'm thinking of burning fire, but not like you being burned by the fire. This is your fire that can't be put out. This is your energy, this is your life force, this is you. And this flow and this balance of finding your peace, finding your voice, finding your rhythm, finding your trust, trusting your intuition, right? This is beautiful. This is a beautiful unfolding, right? So this message of hope from your future self is saying, you're going to find balance, you're going to find steadiness, you're going to know that you were always this light, that you are this light even now in this moment when you don't feel it and you don't realize it, or maybe you don't, I don't want to say you don't feel it, but maybe you're not fully embodying it yet, or maybe you're working on it, right? I don't want to put anything into anyone's, but this steadiness is coming, this balance is coming, this stability is coming, this marrying of this wholeness of you, right? This yin yang. This feels like an eye. This feels like the eye of the universe. So not only will it be above you, right? You have the universe above you, but this is you in union with the universe, as they say, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? This is this beautiful marrying of this energy. This is future you will know the path that you took to connect and to realize you were always connected, and to awaken your eyes to the fact that you are the universe and the universe is you, and that you were never alone, and that you were always okay. And that I almost feel like now this is also like, you know, you've got yourself and you've got your angels, your guides, your ancestors, the rest of the universe with you, balanced, holding. It's going to be okay. You are okay, and you're going to be okay. And this is going to be revealed to you in time, or you're going to come to this realization in time. But your future self is trying to give you a sneak peek, open your eyes to what is. Beautiful. Next, we got the Three of Pentacles. So this is, you know, things like achievement, hard work, shared goals, things like success, new doors opening. When I see this card, for me, it's always symbolic of community, right? That shared goals piece of it. For me, it's like you're not alone, you've got community. So for this card, we're talking about the healing that they want you to embrace now. So this could be to be with your community, to be with the people that love you, this almost feels like, for me, this is like a tighter circle. So this doesn't mean, you know, I'm sorry, you may or may not be a fan of Taylor Swift. The other day she had a quote when she was being interviewed about how your energy and your time is precious, it's valuable, and not everybody is deserving of that time, right? To be mindful of who you give your energy to, right? You could be utilizing that towards self-healing, right? Which is part of this second card, is about the healing that they want you to embrace. Yeah, so be mindful where you're exerting your energy. And two things I'm seeing here. One, I feel like this is you. And these other figures who are also your community, but in this case, it could be maybe speaking out to, telling you to focus on you, right? Sometimes, like they say in airplanes, to put the mask upon yourself before you help others, right? I think in this world, in these times, you know, zooming out, right, we can sometimes feel hopeless and helpless. What can I do? I think first and foremost, loving ourselves, healing ourselves. You know, you've got that green, you've got that heart chakra, you've got that blue, you've got that voice in yourself, that the throat chakra from the blue, the speaking up. You've got this looking inward. I feel like this is looking inward. I think this is being in communion with oneself, So this could be through prayer, maybe for yourself, if you're inclined to do so. This could be through meditation. This could be through journaling. This could be through art, whatever it is that helps you to center and to focus inward and to explore the vastness and the beauty that is you. I'm being called to say, don't be afraid to maybe see what shadows are there, because those shadows are bringing in gifts of learning, right? I'm not saying that pain or that the universe wants you to be in pain, but what are these things trying to mirror to you? What lessons are coming from them? What strength have you found within it? What beauty in yourself can you see as a reflection of these things? I will speak to, to give you an example, I'll speak to something that has happened to me, and I've been on a journey, and I'm still on a journey, right? Nobody's perfect. And I don't claim to be, right? When I was younger, I went through a really, like the dark night of the soul, right? I went through a really dark time in my life personally. Looking back, knowing the tight community that I had with me, to help me through that, but also to know the strength that I had within the pain, and the fact that I absolutely have zero doubt that my guardian angels were with me, that my guides were with me, that the universe was with me, right, to help me through that moment. Looking back, right, in that moment I was in pain and I was pushing, and I'm like, I'm not going to give up, and I'm not. And this beauty that's unfolded for me as a result since, right, has taught me a lot about myself, and in retrospect has revealed more of the beauty and the magic of this universe to me, right? So in this moment, this healing message that, your future self is trying to tell you, and thus your guides are trying to bring through for you as well, is one of focusing inwards, connecting with yourself. I'm drawn now to these stars because it kind of feels like to that higher chakra, which connects you to the heavens, right? I am a big proponent of meditation. I can tell you personally, it was not something I felt like I could do before. My mind races a lot. It's something that has allowed me to learn to quiet my mind and to find moments of peace. So if you are so inclined, I would 100% recommend that. It's beautiful, the things that can unfold when you do so. And if you're like me, that initially kind of like that, just sit and listen to music or whatever, meditate, your mind is too busy, try guided meditation. It's wonderful. It gives your mind something to focus on, to kind of allow yourself to step out of the way, and then to allow that quiet to come in and that connection to come through. So, excuse me, just my word of advice, take it or leave it. But yes, this is calling you to heal, to look inward, and maybe also have like a tight-knit group of people that you can lean on in this moment, right? You are not alone. If you feel as such, or maybe, you know, I can't speak to your life experience, journal, meditate, draw. It's amazing what will come through. And I hope that you take from my heart and from my knowing to tell you deeply that you are not alone, and that you do have people with you. So focus on this inner healing. And as a reflection, right, back to, I kind of tangented there. What can I do to help the world? If each of us stepped into that journey and that and stepped up to self-knowing, healing, growth, embodying love, but starting with oneself. And that doesn't mean like be greedy to people, right? When you love yourself, you become empathetic because you felt what you needed to feel, and thus you can see yourself in others and connect and want to help your community. And then thus, you know, what my goal with this is that you see your light, and then you light your light, and others see your light, and then they're inspired to light their light, and then on and on and on and on and on, and the world becomes a beautiful place, right? So they're asking you to embrace that self-healing. It may be hard. There's a lot in this world going on, and there may be a lot going on in your life personally. What I would recommend, again, if you're able to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right, to just carve out a little bit of time for yourself. Start with that. See how it is. Draw something, you know, journal something, you know, poetry, listen to music for a little bit, you know, meditate. Take a little bit of time for you, and in that time, you know, focus on things that make you happy, things that you want for the future, things that you want to manifest, but also I feel like what's coming through here, so I don't want to say I want you to, what's coming through in this is for you to focus on yourself. So yes, you know, I want this for my family, but for me, I want to be able to speak my voice. For me, I want to feel love wholly and fully and knowingly, in spite of chaos that's going around. I am going to work to embrace that. I am going to work to know this. I am going to work to experience this. And I'm going to start by looking inward and connecting upward. And also I'll say, if you do connect upward, right, we go up to the heavens, also ground into Mother Earth. It's always important to ground yourself. So the third card we were talking about is going over what happiness your future self already is celebrating for you, okay? So with this one, we pulled the 10 of Cups. This is a beautiful card that symbolizes bliss, harmony, alignment with others. Excuse me. I see the 10 of Cups often like family, just full bliss, joy. So your future self already celebrates this for you. So this is an abundance. This is the first thing that's coming into my mind is the fact that it's golden, and I just think divinity. And you know, I want to be sometimes careful with my words because I know not everybody has the same beliefs. What I will share with, you know, of myself personally, I think there is, you know, divinity, beauty, magic, connection, soul, source, God, Allah, whatever it is that you refer to, the greater knowing of all this divinity in all of the universe, right? You can take this as deeply or as loosely as you'd like, but this is showing that you are divine. You are this beautiful, abundant soul, light, human, stardust, star, light on this earth. And whereas you may not feel abundance, the universe sees abundance in you. The universe sees beauty in you. The universe sees the art, the feast, the connection, the community, the family, the love that is within you and around you, whether or not it can be seen at this moment. And I hope that you trust that this is truthful because of the fact that the universe has conspired to get you this message. Your higher self has conspired to get you this message. I hope you realize the beauty in that. I'm saying hope a lot, and it's funny because this is about hope. I think the universe hopes for you and appreciates this about you and sees this about you, and your higher self sees this about you. That there is hope, that there is beauty, that there is connection, that there is divinity, that there is joy, that there is abundance. And if you cannot see that now, know that this is going to be revealed to you, that you're going to go in this healing journey. And when you're ready, in this journey of knowing thyself, that is going to unveil your light, to realize and help you recognize your light, to help you flow, to help you connect, and to realize the abundance that you have within you and around you. I'm going to pull an oracle card just to see if there's a little bit of extra messages that need to come through. Let's see. Today I'm going to go with the Pocket Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. I kind of prefer these pocket oracles just because my hands are not the biggest and it's very awkward for me to shuffle the other cards. Okay. Spirit, what else would like to come through in this message of hope for the collective? The moon. It's beautiful because I was actually thinking about the moon because we have a moon coming up, a black moon coming up, and then I believe an eclipse coming up next month. But beautiful. Let's see the moon. Let's read and see what it says. Okay, for this card, the moon, it says, every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light, and then back again. This phenomena in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. Oh, I love this. Thank you, Spirit. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. Oh, I'm not going to get mushy. I'm trying not to cry right now. This is beautiful. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power, in turn, affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. The invitation. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun. And now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. Thank you, Spirit. That was gorgeous. So again, this is connecting. This is feeling back into yourself. This is knowing that the dark will pass. The light will always return. To flow through the changes, to trust that you are held and you are loved in the daytime with the light of the sun, in the nighttime with the glow of the moon. When it's dark, like they say, it's always darkest. You can see the stars, and it's always darkest before the dawn. There is hope. There is beauty. You are beautiful. You are light. You are abundant. You are loved. And this will be unfolded before you. Have hope, trust, and know you'll be okay. And that your higher self, your future self, your angels, and your guides are with you. I'm sending you all lots of light. If this message resonated with you, I kindly ask that you please like and share. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next reading. Bye.